The beginning of summer 2024 was rainy and wet. Between a small hurricane that blew up the East Coast and Tropical Storm Debbie, the property was inundated with water. It seemed like it would never get dry. All right, this is Tropical Storm Debbie, and I now have a water flume ride along my driveway, especially here where it's coming down off of this road. This is the erosion problem that I have. It has a chance to gain speed, and when it does, it takes everything with it. Dirt, rocks, everything, including my driveway, which is now so undercut that I'm going to have to drive up well away from the edge of this, because that will collapse with the weight of my car. I hope I can get around it, but as you can see, it's done a lot of damage already, and it's going to do more. One of the things they did when they repaired the driveway last year was put in this culvert, which has led to the Hayes River and associated waterfall on my property. I don't know what this is going to do as far as erosion around the roots of these trees, but this is just a crazy amount of water. It's just slamming off the hill. It's literally just running off the side of my hill. I hope they get here soon. After 2 days of solid rain from Debbie, the rain did eventually stop, which led to some beautiful scenery. The rivers were swollen to fill their banks, and the river below the covered bridge in Jay was just picturesque. I traveled to Jay with my brother-in-law and sister, and we took a look at this old covered bridge that had been renovated and made new. The sun and warm weather had returned, which allowed me to move forward with a project that I had been hoping to accomplish, but didn't know if I could actually do this summer, and that was getting a shed. I thought about building my own shed, but because of the length of the summer and the amount of projects that I needed to accomplish, I hired the job out. It stretched my budget to its limits, but it was the right decision. I was able to find a local Amish builder that could build me a shed for a reasonable price and get it delivered. The rain delayed the project over and over again, but finally it was done and ready to be dropped off. The delivery driver backed up the entire 500 feet of my driveway, including the giant hole Tropical Storm Debbie had left in the right side of my driveway. I'd cleaned off a large section of the old basement floor, approximately 10 by 12, and this gentleman was so good at this that he was able to get the shed directly on the spot that I'd cleaned out for him, just by moving the vehicle, backing the vehicle up, and then the trailer did the rest. I'd never seen anything like it. The trailer had almost complete articulation, allowing it to twist and swivel from side to side, lift up and down, and the entire bed could slide. Big day for me. I've been waiting for this for weeks. I've sped the process up here because it was about a 15 or 20 minute process of carefully tweaking back and forth to get the shed in the exact spot it needed to be in. There should be enough to get the front edge of it close to the front of the pad. And if not, then wherever you can drop it is fine. Yeah, you could actually bring it right up to the front of that if you want.
Up, back up?
Yeah, and that way it's, yeah, it's not back too far into the hill. Once the shed was close to its final placement, a last seesawing back and forth to slide the shed off the trailer, and it was down. Hey, get up. He was able to drop the shed exactly where I wanted it, right at the front of the old concrete slab from the cabin that had burned down 14 years before. With the shed in its final resting place, I didn't waste any time getting inside and making it into a comfortable workshop. Well, it is 57 degrees and raining, and I've been busy. The shed got delivered yesterday. I did some touch-up paint, and I did some construction inside. I didn't film this because it's basic construction. Just stretch a 2x6 across, nail up some supporting things for the top, and build a bench. But this is a little over 2 feet deep, 8 feet wide, and I built it so that it's roughly the same height as this plastic table, which collapses. This is what I was using for my dining room table until I built a picnic table. But that extends my workspace, so if I want to work in here out of the rain, I can run an extension cord in and work in here. Now, I don't know that I'm going to be doing a lot of sanding or cutting in here unless it's hand tools, but it's nice to have plastic surface that I can work on a chainsaw, so if I spill oil or something, I can wipe it right off. A nice big workbench to do projects like bat houses and bird feeders and stuff. And then all my stuff organized. This was driving me crazy because it's been raining every week. There's been some kind of rain, with the exception of like the week where it was almost 100 degrees. But even that week, late Thursday and Friday, it rained. So there's not been a single week that I've been here in the month and a half that we didn't have some kind of rain, and all these tools were out in these admittedly waterproof boxes, but just sitting on my deck. So my deck is cleared off and I can relax and enjoy the outside. The shed's got windows that slide up and down, so the bottom halves are screened to let fresh air in. So when I'm working in here, I've got nice fresh air, and I can leave the door open, which is a nice big wide double door. And I got to tell you, just being able to organize my stuff, clean out the back of my car, because half of the stuff was in the back of my car, so I couldn't even use my car properly. So having a place for outdoors tools and chainsaws and a workbench and all my woodworking tools, my chiseling, and then all the tools that I'm not using, like my planer and my grinder, that I could use and I need, but I don't need them every day, those are still in the bins. But the stuff that I use commonly, routers, sander, drills, hammer, chisels, all of the stuff that I need on the regular is out and organized and available. It is a load off to have this, just this little space. Makes this so much more livable. Having the shed not only helped me to keep organized, but gave me a cooler place where I could work during the heat of the summer mornings. It also gave me a place to work on larger tools and stage projects that I'd be able to accomplish with things like my chainsaw milled wood. But that is the subject of another video. Thanks for watching and following along with my journey, and I hope that you'll come back, like and subscribe, and provide comments to let me know what you think you'd like to see. I've got lots of video, and I want to make sure that you guys are getting all the best stuff. So let me know in the comments. It really helps me out, and it helps with the algorithm on YouTube. Thanks again for following along, and we'll see you in the next video.